On the south side of Chicago. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago White Sox. The Buccos look for their 7th straight victory next. Jake Arrieta is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully his mojo starts turning around.
Now at the plate, Christian Brummett. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Pittsburgh, center fielder Christian Brummett.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And underway on the south side as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Fellas, these White Sox, as they enter play today, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Arrieta has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Stepping in now, Tyler Wiggins. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. As he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0 home. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. A fastball that just misses inside.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-1, here it is. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. He went deep in the contest last night. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. takes this one high, 1-1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint. Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Shoots this one over to first. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. In now, Randy Wiggins. He currently sits 7th in the National League in runs batted in, so a good guy to have at the plate in this situation. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Wiggins, 5'8" right-handed swinger and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Davis the catch, tagging is the runner from third. And the run will score as the Pirates are on the board first. It's 1-0.
That's a spot right there as a pitcher where you'll trade an out for a run anytime. Bases loaded and only one run scores on the sacrifice fly.
Stepping into the box, Scott Gifford entering play. He's ranked number 6 in the National League RBI race, and with a chance to add to that total here. First pitch on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Wiggins, the runner at third. Clemente on at second with 2 down. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fly ball right down the line and left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Pirates lead it 1-0. Joe Wiggins will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
I know you have to protect the strike zone when you get the count to 2 strikes, but on an 0-2 pitch that misses by that much, it's pretty easy for a hitter not to swing it that way.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, I know this team has to be hoping that Jose Abreu can get it going. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you'd think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Maybe this is the game that gets him going and shoots him to being the player that he needs to be.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Clement, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. And that's the second out.
Batting third, center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And that misses for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change, he had to be sitting off speed right there.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone! It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen. Number 10 for him on the year, as the White Sox have come back to tie it at 1.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Standing in now, Frank Thomas, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Nope, too high. 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Sox able to tie things up on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, all even at 1 apiece. Up next for the Buccos, Brian Brummett. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First delivery to him on the way. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
And I'm pretty sure he thought that was a strike. He's thinking, what do I have to do? Put a bow on it? Walk it down and put it in the catcher's glove by myself? I think it got called a little outside, so he has to put it behind him now.
To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH, Owen Christian. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
This catcher has an elite arm. But when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Brummett stands at second with no outs. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Stepping in, Curtis Wiggins. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. And he got him.
Okay, guys, here's how the Southsiders are lining up on D today. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter. Here's the 1-1 delivery. On the ground for Castro. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Into the box, Christopher Wiggins. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. So to the plate is the White Sox DH, Jose Abreu, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Fouled off. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is in there. A called strike 3.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A bouncer up the middle. Wiggins up the middle, and he'll throw against his body to first. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
But this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out.
Batting eighth, right fielder, Chris Davis.
Up next for Chicago, Chris Davis. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. From the stretch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Cue shot here out towards short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. A man left for the White Sox. We played 2 full innings and we are tied 1-1. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side as we get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Wiggins. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And a breaking ball stays outside.
he still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
2-1 to count. Hit hard on the ground to short, and this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Roll, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks to help you sleep better at night.
Ready for another chance? Roberto Clemente. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set and the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
Now the 2-0 home. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So it's a base hit and a stolen base for him to kick off the inning. And as we check out our Pittsburgh Pirate leaderboard, you can see that he currently sits second best on the team in that category. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
And with the bases empty, he's capable of taking deep every time he digs in. So it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Digging in to try it again, Randy Wiggins earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Hard liner to center field. McCutchen has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And surprisingly, both runners able to advance 90 feet. Second and third now with only one away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Scott Gifford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Hey, this one's a long way from being over, D-Roll, but that big base hit right there gives him a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Dan, without question right there. Huge at bat. Gives his team the lead. Hopefully the pitcher's able to settle down now. He's got some runs on his back, and he's able to go out and execute.
In now, Brian Brummett. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Gifford, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now a throw over. Runners back. The 2-1. There goes the runner. Pitch inside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Striding in once again, Owen Christian. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Driven nicely into the gap. And the runner will score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
They say when it rains, it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Into the box now, Curtis Wiggins. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready on 1 and 2. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Here now the 2-2. Line towards center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he's safe.
Center fielder number 27, Christian Brummett.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett. First delivery to him on the way. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Thomas shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Pirates on top, 5-1. Leading off the inning, Rob Martin, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Digging in now, Joe Jackson. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. In there, and it's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Rod Clement.
Ready now for the White Sox, Rod Clement. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 once more. Fouled away.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Wiggins has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down here 5-1. Digging in once again, Christopher Wiggins. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Jackson is under this one. 1 pitch, 1 away.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Digging in and looking for more, Tyler Wiggins. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Wiggins has proven to be one of the best hitting pitchers around. Get this, his average up over 300.
Matty, I'm not even focused on the career batting average. I'm focused on the career on base percentage because he gets on at a great clip.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now a swing and a miss at the hard sinker, and they're back to even 2-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Off next for Pittsburgh.
Oh man, that check swing was about as close as they get. Tough call for the umpire, but it goes the batter's way this time, and he draws the walk.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. He pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. McCutchen going back at the track, the wall, and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center, number 14 on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to more than a handful of boos, I'm sure, after what can only be described as a terrible pitching performance. Freddie Davis answers the call from the pen here in the fourth, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Randy Wiggins, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Ball two now.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. Ready once again, Scott Gifford. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Pirates 7 and the White Sox 1. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
Next will be the designated hitter, Jose Abreu. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Popped him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And it's fouled away. McCutchen over at second. Thomas on at first with nobody out. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Here's Starlin Castro, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Hit back up the middle. To his left, Wiggins. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. White Sox leave one. They're down 7-1. Ready for another shot now, Ryan Brummett.
Catcher, Ryan Brummett.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. McCutchen is under it. One down.
Up next for the Pirates, Owen Christian.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Owen Christian. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. Christian is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Up next for the Pirates, shortstop, Curtis.
So digging in now, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat. In tight with the curveball, backed up on him a little there, and it's ball one.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
7 runs, just 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. To 2-2 now.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle. And this will be out of reach for Castro. It's a base hit. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Christian Brummett, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. Wiggins leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Pirates leave one. They're on top 7-1. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. That misses. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Chris Davis, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Once again, a 3-2. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Now another 2-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
Into the box now, Rob Martin. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Wiggins scoops it up. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're down 7-1. Ready for another shot now, Christopher Wiggins. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Hard hit toward the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. So he continues to hit the ball well, his second hit of the ball game, and he's aboard on the leadoff single as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in to try it again, Tyler Wiggins. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. And that swung on and missed. So good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal. Hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Standing in now, Roberto Clemente. Strike one to start the at-bat. Wiggins leads off first with one away. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three. Now the 3-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Thomas is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Riding in once again, Randy Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Check swing called strike, 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Now the 1-1 pitch. Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
No, D-roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
In now, Scott Gifford. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing is the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball one. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They're on top 7-1. Leading off the inning, Joe Jackson, and they'll need him to get something going here. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. Popped him up. Gifford is over, and he puts it away for the first down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready for another chance? Rod Clement. He flew out in his last at-bat. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Hit on the ground is short. Wiggins has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see there that they're currently residing in second place in the NL in that category. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew McCutchen. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. In there, no balls and a strike.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Digging in once again, Frank Thomas. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Count is 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit hard on the ground to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint here, where you get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Stepping in now, Jose Abreu, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
The shortstop, number 13, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. From the belt, the pitch, and that's in there for strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Thomas on second, Abreu on at first with 2 down. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to swing, and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the runner will score from second. And he's in safely to third, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to time up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseballs that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Oh, 2, here it comes. Missed with a slider. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
Hit on the ground to third. Wiggins is up with it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Pirates 7 and the White Sox 4. Back here on the south side of Chicago, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point.
Now pitching for the White Sox, number 31, Jesse.
Up next for the Buccos, Brian Brummett. Here's the first pitch to him.
Catcher, Brian Brummett.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Brummett is likely going to the All-Star game to represent the National League this year, according to the vote totals. He came into today leading all center fielders in that category.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the All-Star game voting, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game right now.
And that's over, 2-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting, designated hitter, Owen
To the
Christian.
plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH. Owen Christian, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Mark Wiggins will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Mark Wiggins.
And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Ready with the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Called strike over the outside corner. Nobody out, runner on first. Still 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Into the box now, Curtis Wiggins, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit on the ground to third. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Here's Chris Davis now.
And leading off for the White Sox.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Lined hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Mike North is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Mike North.
Standing in now, Rob Martin, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Count remains at 0-2. Davis on at first, nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box, Joe Jackson. Ball one to start the at bat. The 1-0 home. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
From the belt, the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And that's through into left, a base hit. The throw to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, one a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get one knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air to center field. Brummett has it in his tracks. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Frank Thomas. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Thomas brings in a batting average resting just under 320. And they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
Skied into very shallow right. Clemente has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Pirates 7 and the White Sox 5.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the White Sox, number 54, Kenji Burton.
Leading off the inning, Christian Brummett, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Center fielder, Christian Brummett.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Christopher Wiggins. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The big curveball just misses, apparently. Ball 2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Ready once again, Tyler Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch on the way. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They're still up 7-5. Up next for Chicago, Jose Abreu. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Tapper up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. Jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Jody Christian answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Jody Christian.
Stepping in now, Starlin Castro. As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. One out, nobody on. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Hit out towards second. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Third baseman, number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Now batting, Lonnie Chisenhall. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Fastball hit on the ground is short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They're down 2, 7-5. Zach Duke enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Roberto Clemente. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Hit hard to the left side, but caught out there as shortstop by Castro. Tough break there as the leadoff man's retired to start the 9th.
Wiggins.
Digging in, Randy Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Lays off the slider and it's 1-1. Grounded down the third baseline. Taken in by Chisenhall. Throw will take care of him at first. Good start to the inning for Duke, and that's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 20, Scott Gifford.
At the plate, Scott Gifford. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He's set. Here it comes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. McCutchen going back, and it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they open up an 8-5 lead.
They still have the bottom of the 9th to try and stage a comeback, but one thing that's not coming back is this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice knowing you've got some room for error, especially on the road.
The catcher, number 5.
In now, Brian Brummett, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's the Pirates 8 and the White Sox 5. Larry Nolan comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
56, Larry Nolan.
Ready now for the White Sox. Chris Davis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
neck-high fastball that time. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. Into the box now, Rob Martin. Popped him up. Gifford is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Left fielder, Joe Jackson.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Joe Jackson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Rod Clement. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Lays off 1-0.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Jackson stands at second with 2 gone. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. White Sox down to their last strike. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
8-5 today. The Pirates led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Joe Wiggins earns his 8th victory of the season. Jake Arrieta allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Larry Nolan earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final lines for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Pirates, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. White Sox, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line train will be available at the Sox 33 station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of guaranteed rate fees.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. In the National League Central, the Pirates knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the White Sox on the south side 8-5. The win was their 7th in a row. The Cubs went deep 4 times as they took down the visiting Braves 11-3. Alex Vargas grabbed his 2nd win of the year, helping lead Cincinnati to a win over the Brewers 3-2. The Giants hit 3 long balls as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-7. The Miami Marlins pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 1-0. The Padres only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-0. The Colorado Rockies picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 9-4. The Dodgers put together 10 total hits as they got a road win against Arizona 3-1. Bucky Dent drove in 4 and had a home run, leading the Yanks to a win over the rival Red Sox 6-3. The Seattle Mariners grabbed 13 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 9-1. The Indians smacked 15 team hits as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-6. The Rays broke out of a 10-game losing skid as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 5-1. The Angels totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Tigers 5-4. The Blue Jays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they defeated the A's in Oakland 3.